Hello and welcome back or welcome to my channel. If this is your very first time, I'm Camelia. Thank you for stopping by. If this is not your first time and you're coming back, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. So the last video I did, I spoke about moving from Toronto to Edmonton and the loneliness that I'm currently experiencing that no one warned me about and I was not prepared for. And after I did that video, I asked for some suggestions and strategies as to how to navigate this period of loneliness. Some people put the comments in the chat or in the comment section, and then there were some people who know me personally who called or texted, and so I'm sharing what I've been told with you and then let you know what I've done since the last time to help make my situation a little easier to navigate. I'm sharing this because I know I'm not the only one who feels alone. There are people who leave their homes, especially older people, just to go to the supermarket, not because they want anything, but because they want human interaction. So they will leave their homes and go to the grocery store or the supermarket just so that they can see other people and engage in conversation. We are a lonely bunch generally. And so if you are in that space, I hope that something that is shared here today will be of benefit to you. First person, for the love of music 876, said you need one king in your life. Maybe that is true. I don't know, but thank you. Cindy Studio 9275, she gave it's a two-part thing, but they were really great suggestions. The first part was that to try to reach out to people who have common interests and try to reach out to them and connect with them. And so I haven't done that yet, but I promise you I will, because I have so many interests. I have a lot of hobbies already, but I also want to learn to swim. I'm from the Caribbean, I'm from Jamaica, but I cannot swim. I grew up around water, and I think that's something for a lot of people in the Caribbean. We are surrounded by water, but for some reason we cannot swim. I'm going to learn to swim at this big age. I also want to learn to skate. There were some girls skating at a game, I'll tell you about that later, that I went to, and they just looked really fit. And so I exercise and stuff, but I think I want to learn to skate just for the fitness aspect of it, and then I may just end up enjoying it. But Cindy's Studio 89275 also mentioned about volunteering my talents, and she said maybe at church I was attending at the time, and these may be help. I grew up in the church, still go to church. I'm Seventh-day Adventist, and I've always volunteered at church. I've always served at church.
I think apart from my sister, nobody here has ever had the opportunity to see me when I'm in love. Look here. When I am in love, I will tell everybody who has ears about this gentleman. If we're talking about the highest heavens or the lowest earth, I will find a way to squeeze him into the conversation to let you know how wonderful this gentleman is. And I'm excited to share it. When I'm in love, your ears can't eat grass, according to Jamaicans. Every chance I get, I'm going to tell you about this gentleman. And as I was putting this presentation together, I was confronted with a question. Is it that I don't love Jesus enough why I don't talk about him the same way? Because I'm not always excited to share Jesus. Is it that we are not in love with Jesus why we don't tell everybody who has ears to hear about him?
And so now that I'm here, I have a church community, and I volunteer there. I serve in whatever capacity I can. And for me, that is fulfilling because these are things that I am naturally good at, I want to say, and things I enjoy doing. And so that's an awesome suggestion. So if you relocated or, you got separated from your marriage, relationship, you're divorced or whatever situation has caused you to be alone in this moment, and you are experiencing loneliness and you're wondering, what can I do? Maybe volunteer. So if you're in Edmonton and you're looking for a church community, my church is Christ the Way Seventh-day Adventist Church. Please feel free to come on by. If you are, or any other Adventist church or any other church for that matter, within the area here or wherever you are, you can find a church community and volunteer. And that is one of the greatest and easiest ways of building community and, you know, finding that support. If you're not religious at all, there are other organizations that you can volunteer with. Find something that's within your interest and your skills and volunteer, and that will help. So thank you, Sydney, for that. Somebody also texted me. Was it a text or a call? I think it was a call. And she was saying, leave the house. Just leave the house, because I really like being home. And so work, church, home, work, church, home. That is pretty, and gym, work, church, home, gym, work, church, home, gym. That's pretty much my routine. And she was saying, just leave the house, because you are alone at home. You won't find people at home. It's the same things that you're going to be doing. So leave the house. And I went ahead and I took that advice. And so last year I got some hockey tickets that I didn't get to go to the game. But this year I got 2 gold seat tickets, and I decided to go. So I went with my friend and we had the time of our lives. It was my very, very first hockey game. I'll insert some clips, but it was my very first hockey. And I didn't realize it was such a predominantly white game, but it was just so good. Like, none of that, like, it was afterwards I looked around and my friend and I were the only black people in the crowd where we were. And but it was just so good, to the point where it's like, I need to see some tickets for this. It was so good. It was good to be part of a community of people who were working toward one goal. We wanted them to win. We wanted the Oilers to win. And so we're there cheering them on, and it was just really, really good. I mentioned in the previous video that usually I would, busy myself, but I found that that busyness wasn't quite hitting home in the same way that it would, stop a gap or fill a gap. But this time I decided that I need to concentrate on other things. I need to shift my mind away from that. And so I decided I was going to decorate my guest room. In the guest room, we had a bed and 2 standing night lamps. And that was pretty much it. Oh, I have this ottoman that is dear to my heart that is in the room too. And that was pretty much it. And I'm like, let me just jazz it. I'm gonna just zhuzh it up or juice it up a little bit. And so I went, and I was only supposed to get 2 night tables, but I went and I got a dresser. I got some decor for the room. I had somebody come and hang them for me, and I quite like how it turned out. But how I am in my head is that I do this thing and then I'm like, I probably should do that too. And so I went ahead and I'm like, I'm going to decorate my powder room. Well, I'm going to redo my powder room. I've always wanted to paint it black, but I was iffy about it. Now I've made up my mind. I'm going to paint it black, and I'm going to decorate that. Then I looked in my sitting area and I'm like, I need to do some things here. So I'm currently in the process of doing that. It's a whole mess. And then I'm like, I'm here. I might as well just do my primary room. So all of that is happening at this moment, but I will only show you the guest room for now, and then as I go through the process, then I will take you through that with me. But it's keeping me busy and distracted, and I like that. So if you are into DIYs or decorating, cooking, baking, whatever it is, maybe just carve out some time to do that and allow it to distract you and fill your soul and fill your void with something that you truly enjoy. I hope something I said here today was of use and benefit. And if not, then share some of your strategies. But let me just give you a word of encouragement. If you're in your season of loneliness and aloneness, and you feel like it will not end, it will end. Life is made up of seasons. When winter comes, it doesn't matter how cold it gets, it has to end. Summer comes and it's warm and it's nice and all of that, but it too has to end. And so life is made up of a series of seasons, and the season that you're in, it will end. So just hold on, push through it. You will get to the space where the human interaction that you crave, you will get. And it won't just be like some poor class, just regular company. You will get like really good company. Really good people will come into your lives, and they will fill that void. So don't give up in this season. Many more great seasons are coming. I'm telling myself that. And so I'm telling you that too. And thank you guys for stopping by. I trust that you will come back and that you will like, you will comment, and you will share, and you will not forget to subscribe. Until next time, I don't know when. I'm not going to say next week. Maybe it's this week or maybe it's next week. But until next time, guys, walk good and I'll see you. Bye.